Hi, I'm Nazzario Pozzi. I am the Chief Executive Officer of an Italian furniture retailer, and over the past 5 years, I've been the Chief Executive Officer of Natuzzi, an Italian design brand, which I'm very proud of leading in an incredible journey from a manufacturer of a beautiful product, made in Italy, beautiful product, to a global consumer design brand in each and every corner of the planet. I live between London and Milan, where I work, and I spent most of my life in design. I spent over 20 years in fashion and luxury goods at Valentino Fashion Group, Salvatore Ferragamo, Diesel, Baccarat, Hugo Boss. And after such a long time in fashion design, ready-to-wear apparel, shoes, and accessories, I enjoyed so much the change I had the opportunity to do in home design and furniture, which is what I've done for during the past few years, and I'm doing today, which was an incredible discovery to me, because design is something which is unique. Design is about the uniqueness of beauty, and beauty can be wherever, can be everywhere around us. And it was a great and an exciting journey to discover how beauty can be conceived, designed, and brought to market to consumers in the furnishing and home ecosystem marketplace. When I joined Natuzzi a few years ago, coming from fashion and luxury, what I found was a marketplace, both in Italy, the very heart of several home design brands, but also in any other country of the world. What I found was that the entire focus was put on design, product development, and why not also on branding and storytelling about what creative people, designers, and stylists uh, spend their life to do and to create from scratch, which was absolutely a dream, and something which is there to excite consumers. But on the other side, uh, they I saw very little focus and very little attention in the marketplace on the consumers themselves. So at the end of the day, design was mostly for the sake of design, and not for the sake of the pleasure and the excitement that consumers would enjoy in benefiting from design and products. And that's why my entire journey in this industry has been to create a strong connection, both emotionally, but also, I would say, a rational connection, a brain connection between the process of design and what consumers need when they come to make a choice about the place they live in, which is certainly made of the branding side, the design side of the process, the storytelling part of the process, but it's also about what consumers need in order to make the place they live a unique place design on purpose for them. And that's why all my time at Natuzzi, I've been focusing on creating this connection between the portfolio of designers I've been building and leading in Italy and internationally, and what I have discovered to be the needs of consumers in every corner of the planet, which, by the way, were very different from US to China to Singapore to Brazil and every single country in Europe or Middle East. At the end of the day, what you create is something unique. What you create is an expression of the earth and the soul of the designer. But on the other side, it doesn't exist just for the sake of celebrating the designer himself or herself, but is there to make the life of people unique where they live. When I joined Natuzzi 6 years ago, I was excited to move from fashion and luxury to home design. At the end of the day, design is the beauty of whatever you have around us, beauty of whatever you see as a product, but also as a place, as a combination of colors and light and movements you do when you walk and you raise your eyes and you walk in every corner of your life journey. And given such given the beauty that is all around us, I was really excited, but also it was a kind of new discovery for me to move from fashion and luxury to furnishing and home design. But what I found when I joined Natuzzi and I took the pleasure to deep dive into the home design industry and the home design marketplace, what I found was that people I met and the entire design community seemed to me to be much more focused, and I would say mostly focused, only focused on the design for the sake of design, rather than on design for the sake of people and consumers' pleasure to live in a beautiful space. So most of the effort that designers and companies and the entire ecosystem I got in touch with was driven by the expression of the creativity in terms of product design, in terms of prototyping, in terms of product engineering, in terms of manufacturing. Every piece of this journey was certainly essential, but what I found is that there was a key component which was missing at my eyes, which was the consumers themselves. And that's why I spent all my time at Natuzzi to build a business worldwide with hundreds of stores from Vancouver to Sydney and from Seoul to Rio de Janeiro, and in every corner of the planet, in every country, in order to make sure that the design process and the product development process, which at the end of the day is always about something unique and made on purpose for someone, but such a process would have put the consumers at the very center of the design process itself. And it was an incredible journey to meet people whose creativity, whose ability was really such to create something unique, because I strongly believe that the beauty of design is absolutely about the uniqueness of something, but on the other side, to make sure that such a uniqueness would leave because of the consumers and not because of us, the designers. That was my time at Natuzzi, and that's been an incredible, as I said, an incredible discovery to see that the beauty of something exists not just in a product, not just in what you design, but as a result of what you create around yourself. When you raise your eyes, if you are indoor, if you are outdoor, the pleasure you take because what you see looks beautiful to you. Not only to those who have designed that, but to you who live in that place. And that's, at the end of the day, what I always said every piece of my organization to pursue with all their heart. And if I look at the trade ecosystem, at that time, for these kind of home design brands, high-end home design brands, the trade was mostly considered as a sales channel, as a bunch of business partners who were close to consumers, thousands of consumers worldwide, thousands of trade business partners worldwide, helping design brands to sell products, which was a very preliminary stage, at my eyes, of what the trade ecosystem should be. Because on the contrary, I believe that it's not about selling, which of course is part of our life, of our business life. But at the end of the day, what I see about the trade ecosystem is the incredible opportunity to connect design brands with consumers. It's not about making a project. It's not about closing a deal, but it's really about bringing the uniqueness of what is designed and created in a small village somewhere by a team of people, bringing that craftsmanship into the houses of people who don't know all that and are dreaming of that and would be excited to know all that and to come up with a project, or I would say to wake up a day and find themselves in a house which is designed in a way they couldn't even imagine. And that's what I believe the trade ecosystem can do, to bring to consumers the beauty of design brands which consumers wouldn't even imagine can shape the place they live in a completely different way. And that's why the trade ecosystem and the designers in the trade ecosystem, at my eyes, are even more important than the designers of the products themselves, because at the end of the day, products themselves would stand without any meaning and without any reason, without any benefit to consumers, as long as they are not reimagined and reinvented by the trade in a project which is specifically and purposely conceived for that specific consumer. But during this process, I suddenly realized that the old-fashioned world of design could never succeed, because such an incredible mission for the trade ecosystem would inevitably crash against the inability to establish fruitful connections with home design brands, because everything which is offline is, at the end of the day, doomed to little scalability, to little ability to bring the power of design to hundreds of thousands of people. And that's why I have embraced the opportunity that technology can provide to the trade ecosystem, not just as a way to be more effective, but as an imperative condition to make sure that the beauty of design products, of home design products, are not just for a small number of people, are not just for a few thousands of projects, but are made available to everyone, every single customer in every segment of the marketplace. Because at the end of the day, something I am absolutely convinced of is that beauty is not about wealthy people. Beauty is not about expensive products. Beauty is a state of mind, and you can create beauty for people around them, whatever the cause, whatever the price, whatever they do. And that's why technology is making possible for designers to connect with home design brands in a way which is going to radically disrupt their ability to bring design brands to consumers and to their clients. So if I have to spend one word about what I have incredibly enjoyed and what I have as a mission, as an Italian person who has always been working in design of different products in different industries. So my mission is really not only professionally, but also why not as a personal interest in life, as something which I love, is to make sure that the beauty of everything, of a place, of a sky, of a landscape, of a product, of an environment, the beauty of your home is really made available to everyone, not just for a small bunch of wealthy people. And that's something which I strongly believe the trade ecosystem is not only instrumental, but is essential to make it possible.